there. Thank you so much for joining us for our very first webinar of 2025. Today, we are looking at Cyber Essentials Certification Demystified and why it matters for your organization. Now, today's presenter is our very own Anthony April. Take it away, Anthony.
Thank you so much, Natasha, and welcome all to this webinar. My name is Anthony. I'm the head of partnerships of the company called 101 Data Solutions. I'm sure you heard about it. And we're here to introduce you the importance of cyber essentials for businesses. Now, just a few years back, cyber threats were mostly seen as an issue for big corporations and governments. And cyber threats were once seen as risks only for large corporations and governments. Attackers traditionally focused on high value targets, assuming that small businesses lacked valuable data or resources worth targeting, especially. Now, obviously, these days, this perception has changed. Today, small and medium sized businesses are major targets, which will say over 60% of cyber attacks now directed at them, most of the times often due to weaker security measures. Threats that can be from ransomware, from phishing, insider attacks are all on the rise, putting all these small, medium businesses at significant risk. Now, cyber threats are no longer just an IT problem. They're critical business issues that demand attention. Even just a single breach can lead to financial loss, reputational damage, and especially legal consequences. And if you think about it, just compliance requirements, just like GDPR, for example, um, make cybersecurity a necessity rather than an option. And beyond protection, a strong cybersecurity strategy can serve as a competitive advantage, building trust with customers and partners while ensuring business continuity. Now, as I said, small and medium sized businesses often thought that they were too small to be a target. But as technology advanced, so did cyber criminals, of course. So all businesses of all sizes started getting hit with phishing scams, ransomware attacks, data breaches. And it was very clear that cybersecurity wasn't just an IT problem, it was a business necessity. Now, that's where Cyber Essentials come in. The UK government launched this certification scheme to help businesses strengthen their cybersecurity posture and protect themselves against the most common threats. It was designed to be straightforward, practical, especially accessible for all those businesses that might not have the resources for a dedicated security team. So, why should companies care about Cyber Essentials? Well, for starters, it provides a clear framework for securing networks, devices, and data. Now, it focuses on five key areas: firewalls and internet gateways, ensuring only safe and necessary connections are allowed. Then we have security configuration, making sure devices and software are set up to minimize any type of vulnerabilities. We have then access control, resisting and restricting access to only those who actually really need it. Then we have malware protection, which using an antivirus software and any other tools to prevent infections. And we also have the patch management, which keeps all the systems up to date to close any security loopholes. But Cyber Essentials isn't just about ticking boxes. It has real benefits. Companies that achieve certification are seen as more trustworthy by clients and partners, especially when handling sensitive data. Some UK government contracts even require it, meaning that businesses without Cyber Essentials could be missing out on valuable opportunities. Perhaps one of the biggest advantages is definitely peace of mind. Cyber attacks can be costly, not just in terms of financial loss, but also in terms of damage to the reputation. And having cyber essentials in place reduces the risk of falling victim to a preventable attack, giving businesses confidence that they're taking the right steps to stay secure. In a world where cyber threats are constantly evolving, having a strong foundation is more important than ever. Cyber Essentials is that foundation, offering businesses an effective way to safeguard their systems, protect their customers, and of course, stay ahead of cyber criminals. So, if your company hasn't considered it yet, now might be the perfect time to start. Now, in today's digital landscape, cyber threats are evolving at an alarming rate. As I mentioned before, from ransomware attacks to data breaches, businesses of all sizes are at risk. So, why was exactly Cyber Essentials created? It was launched in 2014 as part of the UK's national security strategy. And the aim was to provide businesses with a clear and structured approach to improving their cybersecurity posture. With increasing cyber threats targeting small, medium businesses and large corporations alike, the government recognized the need for a baseline security standard that all business could adopt. Now, the framework ensures organizations have fundamental security measures in place to defend against around 80% of common cyber threats. Again, as I mentioned before, such as phishing, malware, and any unauthorized access. So, how can Cyber Essentials benefit businesses? So, we'll start with enhancing security. And how we do that is by implementing Cyber Essentials. Business can reduce the risk of cyber attacks by following a structured security approach, which includes firewalls, secure configurations, user access control, malware protection, and especially patch management. Then we can also say building trust and credibility. And in an era where data protection is actually crucial, having Cyber Essentials certification reassures customers, stakeholders, and partners that your business takes, cybersecurity seriously. And that's one of the things that we want, that the client trusts us. And this can strengthen client relationships and boost our reputation. We also have a compliance and legal requirements that we need to look into. So many industries now require Cyber Essential certification as part of their supply chain standards. For example, government contracts often mandate it, ensuring vendors maintain a basic level of cybersecurity. Then, of course, we have the cost savings, which we all know cyber attacks can be costly. And from data recovery to reputational damage, businesses often struggle to recover from breaches. But by proactively implementing Cyber Essentials, company can avoid expensive downtime and potential regulatory fines. So at this point, we have some competitive advantage. So as more businesses prioritize cybersecurity, being Cyber Essentials certified sets your company apart. And it also demonstrates that you are proactive about data protection, which can be a key differentiator for competing for contracts and partnerships. Now, the two levels of Cyber Essential certifications is, let's say, Cyber Essentials, which is a basic certification that businesses can complete through a self assessment, and it covers essential security steps like setting up firewalls, securing system configurations, controlling access to data, and protecting against malware. So it's a great starting point for improving cybersecurity and defending against common threats. And then the second level is the Cyber Essential Plus. Now, this takes things up a notch. So instead of just a self assessment, it includes an independent security check just to make sure everything is properly in place. Now, this extra layer of verification gives businesses greater confidence that their security measures are effective and, of course, meet all industry standards. And again, it's always nice to say that it reassures customers and partners that cybersecurity is taken seriously. Now, with cyber threats being more sophisticated, Cyber Essentials is no longer optional. It's becoming a necessity. Whether you're a small business or a large enterprise, that's not the reason. The reason is we need to have a strong cybersecurity foundation, and it's critical. It's critical in protecting sensitive data, maintaining customer trust, and especially ensuring business continuity. And by obtaining Cyber Essential certification, organizations take a crucial step in safeguarding their digital infrastructure and staying resilient against ever evolving cyber threats. Now, if your business hasn't yet achieved Cyber Essential certification, we we should actually think about it starting now. Now is the time to act. We need to stay protected. We need to stay compliant, and especially we need to stay ahead of cyber criminals. So here at 101 Data Solutions, we offer uh, a Cyber Essentials consultancy service just to ensure you pass the first time. So now is your chance to think about it, to understand why Cyber Essentials is important for your business. So I'm here to to answer actually any questions you might have. Feel free to drop a questions in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer them.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tony. As Tony said, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat now. If not, please reach out afterwards. Tony's certainly the person to ask about Cyber Essentials and how we at 101 Data Solutions can help you. If not, thank you ever so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much, Tony.
Thank you again, Natasha, and you'll find all the information on the slides. And I'm glad you all found time to join us, and I hope you found this webinar helpful. And we'd love to see you at our next one next month. So thank you again, and please get in contact with us. Thank you. Thank you, Natasha.